Hello, all you crypto aficionados, and we have some exciting and maybe some sad news for you tonight. First of all, let's start with Coinbase and Bitcoin SV. Coinbase has decided to completely sever the cord with Bitcoin SV. It deleted this scam Craig Wright coin back in 2021, but now it's ending support for it altogether. I know some Bitcoin SV fans might have been hoping, it might relist it because it's still supporting us. No, it's telling you to get those Bitcoin SV the hell off Coinbase, or they will annihilate you and liquidate you. So it's telling its users to take their Bitcoin SV off the platform by January 9th or face annihilation or liquidation. Not so much annihilation, I'm just being dramatic, but liquidation. It basically says if you fail to withdraw your BSV funds, Coinbase will liquidate any remaining BSV remaining in your Coinbase account. The notice from Coinbase reads. Obviously, they do not believe that Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto, and they believe he is not good for the crypto industry, and they are terminating his coin and the community. And that ends any hope of American liquidity for BSV. Now, BSV doesn't really have a big DeFi ecosystem, so they don't have a bunch of dexes where you can trade BSV. So BSV might just be eliminated from the United States, which is fine because it sucked anyways. The large blocks were just not really a solution. They did cause a couple of server crashes back in the day. I mean, it is no longer a top 50 coin right now, but it's lingering in that like 50-ish range. But this was always the fate, I believe, for BSV. It was always going to die sooner or later. Yes, there are still like people that are excited about N-Chain and stuff. I don't really believe in it, obviously. And even Calvin Ayre has refused to believe that Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto. Although on Twitter, Calvin Ayre did respond to me saying he is still working on N-Chain. Obviously, don't believe in N-Chain. I believe it is destined for destruction. And no matter how much Craig Wright cries or whines about how he is going to prove that he's Satoshi Nakamoto, no one really believes him. And Coinbase has completely removed support for the coin, making any admins pretty much impossible in the future. They are on Team BTC all the way when it comes to this dispute. And I am also on Team BTC all the way when it actually comes to this dispute. So I think they did actually make the right choice. Remember in 2017, CZ also ordered BSV to be listed from his exchange after calling Wright a fraud. So all these big exchanges are coming around to the fact that Craig Wright's bad for the industry and that he was a fraud. And even his longtime believer, Calvin Ayre, no longer believes in Satoshi Nakamoto. And his reputation is dragging down this once, well, I don't think it was ever a proud coin, but this once large coin is getting smaller and smaller, and it will soon be annihilated from the annuals of history. So unfortunately for all you Bitcoin SV holders, bleh, your coin is slowly going down the drain, and I think you should jump ship before destruction comes to you as well. So that's the whole thing. You can't hold Bitcoin SV anymore on Coinbase. And if you do, after January 9th, they will sell all your SV and you will be left with zero. And I don't think any lawsuits against Coinbase will work because they gave you several months advance warning. And of course, next we have exciting news. Kraken wants to build a layer 2 blockchain network, and they might use Polygon, folks. That's right. A huge new use case for Polygon. Now, I don't really know if this would use the POL token, POL token, or the MATIC token. This could end up being like they just used the Polygon tech stack, kind of like how Coinbase's base uses the Optimism tech stack. But it seems to be more than that. So the three projects available for consideration for the Kraken Layer 2 is Polygon, Matter Labs, and Nil Foundation. Now, will the Layer 2 for Kraken be as big as Base? No, because Kraken itself is not as big as Coinbase. And obviously that has a lot to do with it because the exchange basically has like some pull over how many users will actually use the Layer 2. But Kraken is still pretty popular. I know several people in my chat actually like it better than Coinbase, and I can't really blame them for liking it better than Coinbase because they do have lower fees. And since Coinbase blazed the trail, Kraken is going to follow, and they might choose Polygon. And that could send the price of Polygon spiraling upward if they do choose it. especially if the POL token is going to be involved in powering this Kraken layer 2. Now, like I said, I don't know if they're just going to be using the technology from Polygon to build a layer 2, or are they going to actually use the actual chain and kind of just have their white branding version of it? And if that's the case, would they use like the POL token and all that stuff? So there's a lot of questions to actually be answered here, but there's a lot to look forward to. Basically, like I think a lot of other networks are going to be, American networks are going to be looking to build layer 2s. We know that Ethereum has a buddy-buddy relationship with the SEC. So all these chains are going to be building off Ethereum. And layer 2 is the obvious solution if you're going to be building off Ethereum. Because if you don't have layer 2, you're going to be really slow. They can't build directly on Ethereum because it's too slow. So they will have to use the layer 2. And like we said, the thing is like Base uses the OP stack from OP Labs that built Optimism. Maybe like they'll use like Polygon ZK EVM for this. I'm just not sure at all what they're actually going to do. I wish I had more information that would help me make investing decisions. But right now, all they're saying is they could possibly use Polygon. They could possibly use ZK EVM. And they are very, very enthusiastic about all the layer 2 technologies that could honestly be a part of this. The team has recently embarked on exploring how more protocols and decentralized applications can be introduced into Kraken. So maybe Kraken is looking to make its own DEX as well, just like Binance has made its own DEX. Coinbase, I'm not really sure if they have their own DEX yet. There might be one on Base. I didn't really check. I don't really use Base myself. But Kraken looks to be following in the footsteps, and this could be the way that exchanges eventually go, all making their own layer 2s, and maybe depending off the DEXs more than the centralized exchanges in the future. But this could be very, very good news for Polygon. So keep your eyes peeled for a Polygon pump that goes higher than other pumps. A bank founder has lost $470 million of Ethereum. It's the LHV bank founder. And no one stole it from him. He just lost the private key. And this is the reason why Coinbase custody and storing your money at exchanges is appealing to some people, because people, a lot of times, they don't want to custody their own funds. And we've been talking about this over and over and over again. People are like, oh, everyone wants to take care of their own money. Nah, bro, not everyone wants to take care of their own money. In fact, many people seriously don't want to take care of their own money. That's what banks are for. You know, like people don't want to stuff their money in a pillow or under their pillow or mattress. They go to a bank. People don't want to keep their own Ether or Bitcoin on a thumb drive. So they actually go to a bank not a bank. So they go to Coinbase or an exchange to keep their crypto there. Obviously, there's risks there, but of course, like there's always the risk that you lose your private key and you lose all your money for good. And he is willing to pay someone that can basically hack his private key, but I'm not really sure if that's possible, because $470 million is a lot of money. Now, for Ethereum holders, I think you should pray that he doesn't find the key, because it sounds like he actually wants to sell. So if he actually finds the keys, he might just sell it all. And $470 million worth of Ethereum sales could definitely tank the price of Ethereum. So in February, Coinbase director Connor Grogan highlighted Ethereum whale wallet containing some 470 million Ethereum, untouched since the blockchain's genesis. In a November 6th update, Connor highlighted this guy's comments in a recent interview that now tie him to the 470 million worth of trapped Ethereum. One mystery solved, and you had better hope that this guy never gets the keys. That's a lot of Ethereum that he wants to sell. Like $500 million worth of Ethereum, that has the probability of moving Ethereum markets even more. And remember, a lot of Ethereum whales have been selling recently, so maybe this guy wants to sell. And if this dude wants to sell, you could really, really, really be hurting for Ethereum holders. I would laugh at it because I don't hold any Ethereum, and I don't think it will actually affect the rest of the market. But guys like this, they probably want to sell at least a portion of the Ethereum because they have so much of it. Now, this is an ICO wallet, but this CEO of a bank, he obviously holds an ICO wallet. So, there's another thing. The CEOs have actually been buying Bitcoin and Ethereum at least since 2014. So all this blah, blah, blah they said about hating crypto, lies. A lot of them have actually had Bitcoin since that time. But hopefully This guy doesn't ever find his wallet, because if he does, hilarity will actually ensue, or his private key, because if he does, pain and hilarity will ensue. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.